Most companies do not have the confidence in scaling, and this is why they're stuck between $150,000 a month to upwards to $600,000 a month. And granted, getting there can require a lot of hustling, spending money on ads, but then we tend to hit a wall. And the reason why that happens, we're going to be discovering today and how you can improve that. My name is Dennis with Haywire Marketing, and we help manufacturers and companies scale leveraging paid ads and tightening up their marketing and sales operations. So with that being said, let's dive right in. Now, the reason why most companies don't have the confidence in making the proper move is because they do not understand attribution. And this is a dangerous blind spot to have in your company. Because one, you're definitely spending money on ads or in trade shows or print advertising, but you're kind of gambling. You're not understanding this is producing X amount, because most attribution in companies, they stop at the lead level. They just rely on what's going off of Google, CallRail, or Facebook, and they leave it at that. And this is where there's a massive gap when it comes to opportunities. So one tool that you must look at if you're currently spending over $10,000 a month on ads is going to be called Wicked Reports. And Wicked Reports is going to be a powerful tool because one, it's going to help you identify the customer's journey. And two, you're going to be able to understand which campaign is driving in the most dollars, meaning closed sales. And it's very common, and this is something that we see with our clients, that they believe their best performing campaign is from Google, but it actually is Facebook's remarketing. So make sure that you have this area on lock by utilizing softwares that are being produced to help you scale. That's the point of these tools, to help you get to the next level. Now, the second area that you should look at if you are stuck, and this is going to be a perfect segue, or even could be part of attribution, it's going to be your tracking. Now, tracking can be a broad term. And now what I mean by this is by tracking your sales team. Because when it comes to running paid ads, there are different steps in the sales process, especially if it's not e-commerce, to get someone to convert. If you're running a lead form, you have to, one, get that lead to book a call with you. Then we have that lead to show up. Then from there, that lead needs to close. So we need to understand what is our show up rate. With those three steps in mind, we need to understand the percentages of people booking a call, showing up, and people who are closing. And this is a common pitfall when it comes to a campaign, because if sales are not converting, it tends to go back to the marketing department on them driving poor leads, because they're not tracking their show up rate, they're not tracking their book call rate or their close rate. So they believe that if a dollar is not coming out of that campaign, is the campaign's fault. But what they're not doing is they're not tracking their show up rate, their book call rate, or their close rate. And this is a common mistake, because once you have these numbers in place, we can then have a financial modeling calculator. And this is something that we do with our agency and our clients on how we're able to confidently predict to see where are we dropping the ball. Are our show up rates too low? Is our booking rate too low? Is our close rate too low? And then from there, we can have three different scenarios and financially model what will be the next steps to increase our campaign's performance, or even lowering our acquisition costs by just doubling our show up rate. Something so minor can make a world of a difference. So tying that in with attribution, tracking is something that you should be doing on a daily basis. And these are companies that are at $1 million months are doing. They have a report that's being sent out by their sales reps on the amount of calls they have taken, the amount of calls they have booked, and amount of people that show up or didn't show up. And this brings me to the third point of why companies can't scale. So what we have next is automation. Now, most companies kind of do the bare minimum when it comes to automation. Now, most just have the standard. If someone fills out a form, they'll say, hey, thank you, fill out a form. Would I have a sales rep reach out to you shortly? Then when someone books a call, they'll say, hey, thank you for booking a call. Your meeting is on Thursday at 3 p.m. And then you have random reminders saying, hey, meeting's on Thursday at 3 p.m. Don't forget, your meeting's in 1 hour. And then that's that, and the sales rep closed and it shows up. But what you need to do, especially if you're selling a high ticket product, is that we need to increase that lead's level of interest. Because when someone opts in, we have to understand that people run at a very fast pace. So if someone opts in, they're now going to research, one, about your company or about the result they are looking for using a product or service that you're offering. And as people are doing more research, this is a perfect opportunity for them to then get caught by another company's ad that's going to get to them 10 times faster, maybe nurture them better with email sequences, video content. And these are areas that can, one, not only shorten your sales cycle, but improve your close rate, your show up rate, your booking call rate. And these are just minor levers that you could be pulling to improving your sales team's efficiency, their close rate, and your campaign's return on ad spend. So if you're lacking in automation, whether it's not understanding the type of content to produce for your emails or the videos to have to shorten your sales cycle, you're gonna have the opportunity to click the link below, schedule a call with me and my team, and we'll be able to walk you through exactly how we implement this system for our clients and what it will look like to work with us. So with that being said, the last thing you wanna do is you wanna review where people are coming from when it comes to visiting your website. So when someone fills out a form, you already know who they are, but there are going to be people that come to your website that read what's on your site and do not fill out a form. So there are softwares out that's going to allow you to review who are your website visitors. And if you are selling a high ticket product and you have sales reps, this is going to be a powerful tool to have in place, because now you have inbound leads coming in, but then you are also creating leads that are outbound, but they're not cold, they're not hot, but they're a little warm to the fact that if you have some killer sales reps, these are going to be great opportunities for you to get some calls booked, get some people on the calendar, and potentially close at a nice percentage. So with that being said, be sure to use these softwares that are being made to your company's full potential. So with that being said, if you're a manufacturer and you are currently spending money on campaigns, whether it's for awareness or direct response, make sure that you have tracking in place and understanding that what campaign is converting what, and stop it at the lead level. And also be sure to use the information you're getting from your sales team that you can then implement in automation to shorten that sales cycle and to drive more revenue. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, feel free to give me a thumbs up, have me produce more content, and subscribe for more videos. Thanks again.